So I've been really inactive on the Rumbles and the YouTubes and the Twitters and the Tweeters and the Twatters and the X.coms, and yeah, I decided that I would put a few videos of a new format for me, short, 6 minutes maybe or less. I'll try anyway. And what particularly prompted this was seeing the Beck Kelly interview. Enjoy. Or not. Folks up in Canada. Yawn. Boring. Or so I'm told. But I've followed them for a while, and there's a wealth of material. Well, Justin Trudeau is a wealth of material. Material to mock, that is. And hey, even Glenn Beck mocked him recently. Justifiably so. You will find a link below in the description to the video in which Glenn Beck, Megyn Kelly, and Stu mock beautifully, gloriously Justin Trudeau and his newfound love interest. If you don't want to watch the entire video, you're running short on time, whatever, just advance your player to the 8-minute mark. It takes place just after the 8-minute point, and it's only a couple of minutes long. But I do suggest at some point you listen to the entire video. It is really, really worth it. Chef's kiss. Glenn, you did a good job on taking him down. Former Canadian Prime Minister and all-around embarrassment, a joke to Canada, a joke to the Commonwealth, and even a joke to the G7, always says something outrageously stupid to liven up one's day. That is, when he's not wearing blackface or embarrassing somebody over in India. What's one of his latest? On his X feed, he recently tweeted, 10 years ago today, Canadians chose a more hopeful path. I'll never forget that night in 2015. Interjection. Yeah, neither will most Canadians. The energy, the optimism, and the belief that together we could build a better future. Seriously, that man-child needs to shut up. He has very little sense of self-awareness. But then, if he shuts up, we wouldn't have so much material to mock. But what did most Canadians actually feel that night that he won the election? Well, from what I saw, they knew exactly how much of an absolute, unmitigated disaster Eastern Canada had just elected. And face it, it was Eastern Canada that elected him. When I get a chance, I am going to go over precisely how a Canadian election works, or doesn't work, as the case may be. But the good folks up in Canada who had any sense, the conservative ones, and especially those who had been through the previous Trudeau's regime, saw what was coming. But they had no idea of just how bad it was going to get. Hope? Absolutely. Today, after 10 years, Canadians are hoping they can pay for groceries, hoping they can pay for gas, hoping they can afford car repairs, actually hoping they can even get a car which just runs on gas rather than super inefficient batteries, hoping they can find an affordable home. Good luck with that. Hoping their homes won't be broken into because the vaunted and loved Canadian RCMP would arrest the homeowner for daring to defend themselves, their families, and their belongings. So, sir, you value your belongings more than this poor young man's life? Hoping their vehicles won't have their gas tanks emptied by gas thieves. Hoping their car won't be stolen or the catalytic converter cut off and sold for scrap. Hoping to have actual access to all that glorious free health care, which isn't actually free, before they actually die from what's ailing them. Hoping their children can find jobs after all the illegals and cheap import labor took most of the jobs already. And yeah, what Canadians are really hoping for, or so I'm told, is for the Liberals Trudeau and his replacement Carney, oy vey, to just go away. Take all their liberal sycophant friends with them, especially the two fingers up dude here. And oh yes, there is a big ask from Canadians. They really do like you, President Trump. You are doing such a good job for the United States. But during your next election, would you please shut up and stay out of it? I echo that sentiment. Just concentrate on the US of A and leave Canada alone until a conservative government can get elected. When they do, especially if it's someone like Pierre Poilievre, as much as you seem to dislike him, he will actually negotiate with you. Whereas Carney, well, he'll just stab you in the back at every opportunity he can get. See ya.